Hi everyone, hopefully you're all having a fantastic day. So today we're going to start work on the second tower. I've done a few bits this week, so I've been busy, let's just fly up, filling in, knocking down and flattening off and filling in some of the ground, because this side of the wall needs to be grass and this side of it needs to be water. And then down here we now have a moss farm, and the snow farm is over here in this corner, so I can be dealing with both of them at the same time. Oh, and I also moved the building above it, because if you remember correctly, the building was over here and this wall cut through a quarter of the building on this side. But I know I haven't quite finished this building. Oh, I didn't think you'd want to watch me placing more glass. So we'll start on this one. And this isn't going to stay grass. There's going to be water in this one. But I need to build the tower first before we put the water in. So, okay, did I remember? I forgot to pick up the snow. Oops, that wasn't very good takeoff. And now we have now that that's moved, and it's also in a position where I can actually build interiors in it. So as soon as I put a roof on, hi Silverado, I'm having a good Friday. I can't complain. I hope your Friday's going well. So we have 3 shulkers of snow blocks, which will hopefully get us a good way there. Now, the copper's for Puri. I'm just waiting for it to age, and I'm cooking a little bit more that way. Because apparently Puri needs copper for his build. So I've been laying it out and we'll see how it goes. I know he needs it stage 2, but it's easier to roll it back than it is to catch it at the right time. Right, I'm running past where I need to be. I need to be here. Kendall, get your head in the game. Put the cookie away so it's nice and safe. Right. So I kind of marked out where we're going to be because it needed to be a 27 in the middle. Now I also need to make sure I go up high enough. So I want the snow block one above that, so it needs to be on the 3rd. Where's the shovel? Because that's going to be where the base of the tower is going to be. Or at least the start of it. So you all ready for the weekend? You looking forward to Tango streams this weekend? Are they decked out? It's going to be fun with people's reactions to it. Okay. Right. So that's going to be the bottom layer of where the tower's going to be. And then from here, 1, 2, 3, down, 1, 2, 3. Is it? Yep. And that gives me 2 blocks. Then from here, 1, 2, 3. Because this is going to be water, I want a walkway, but I also want it to be a little bit of a garden too. It's going to be crazy for sure. Yep. It's going to be fun. Scaffolding. Where did I leave the scaffolding? Oh, I think I may have put it. Did I put it away? Oops. Okay, maybe not. See if the scaffolding's by this other tower. Nope. Oh. But I will need those. It wasn't a wasted journey. Just not sure what I did with the scaffolding. That's okay. We'll just grab some dirt instead. We'll use old-fashioned scaffolding instead of newfangled stuff. And at least I won't fall off it when I use the shift key. Right, so I need to mark out. Oops, so we want that as a corner. 4, 5, 6. This one. Let's do the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get one, this one. Gives me 7. Is that right? 6. Hang on. I'm working on corners of 1 block. I shouldn't be. I should double it up for thickness. Because if I put decoration inside it, I've only got the 1 corner, it'll show everything. 6. This one. Let's get counts right first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get one, miss one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the middle. That's lining up with that one. Where's that one line up? It's like that one might line up with this one. Okay. No, I'm not sure on that. Let's just give it a... Take this back a minute. See where we can figure it out. So... I want you to come out too. But I also want you to be a 2 wide here. Because I'm thinking about a path around the bottom of the tower. That would put that one on there. Then I can bring it out here. And I can get rid of you. And if I do that, I can bring it back to this line. Or that's 5, not 4. So that would meet there. Which is kind of right. But I think I want this to be 2. Where are we? Oop. I got... Hi, Piri. Thank you for the phantom. Right. So this one should really be lower down as well. Then we can have some steps up when it gets to this section. Just push this back. How are you doing, Piri? I have some copper on the go for you. Is it this side or the other side? The other side. Of course, it's the other side. So I'm just letting it age and I'll bring it to the end for you later if that's where you want it. Right. How are we doing there? Too wide. Means put you here, I guess. Lots of dirt blocks. Right, let's remove this back a bit. Yeah. Hi, Lady KB. Yeah, I don't have any honey, so I can't do it. What I'm doing is I will let it age as much as it ages, and then but as I collect it, I will strip it back to stage 2. Then it can always be you're behaving. Ah, that's good. Don't behave too much. We'll miss the mischievous Lady KB too. 1, 2, 3. All right, so it goes back 4. Hi, Eck. But yeah, there's the trading hall there if you ever need it. There should be plenty of emeralds in the chest. The replacing of the bow for you, the enchants. Okay, so that's not too bad. And I want to bring it out 1, 2. It should be at this, oops, at this row. I know it needs to go up in line with this. Right. Then we can have steps go down. That might be nicer. Oops. Kept accidentally hitting the F key. Oops, that's 2. Yep, that's right, is it? No. Ooh, I did this wrong, didn't I? This one should have been turning here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get rid of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we should turn again here. Let's get rid of you. Oops. I don't know. What am I like? I can't have anything nice, can I? Right, and this one. Join back onto that block. Okay. It should be about there. One, 2, 3. Then we can turn the corner. Oops, that's too far. We can join up. That way we've got a path. And I can have some little flower beds in there. Then this path can go to the front entrance of the tower. And outside will be water and this will be garden. And that's a thought anyway. The sides are probably going to be very similar, aren't they? I think because it's 27 by 27, if I think about it. Let's grab, oh, well, I should have grabbed dirt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the 7 and 8. 1, 2, 1. 7, 8. That gives me that. This is coming up. I don't need the bottom one there. Or maybe not. We'll see. I'm going to have it kink out because I don't want it to go straight down the back. Eee. I wish there was a bigger range for the inventory so that it'd pop in. Hang on. I wanted that to be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be here. Miscounts. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Tango String tomorrow. He's put so much work and effort into it. Right, so we're here. Then we'll duplicate what's there on this side as well. I'm not sure if he's streaming today. If he's streaming when I finish, then yes. But he will have a lot of last minute touches to do. Yeah, I hope so too, Crazy Silverado. I really do. He's put so much time, effort, love and attention into it. Yep, that's tomorrow, Saturday. So we get in line, go down and out for. Oh, once I've remembered to place the blocks in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. I'm doing this, but I would like the shape to be a bit... you just got a ping? The video's out? That's awesome. I'm glad he's been able to get it completed. But I don't doubt there's still so much to do. Now, did I do that one on the inner one or the outer one? I think I did it on the inner one. Do I actually want it on the inner one or should I put it on the outer one? That's a question. Let's just take a look. Okay, so it's on the outer one on that one. Ah, and I messed up here. That makes more sense. Hi, Ali. Thank you for the meow. How's your day going? 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the corner. What I want to do is get the pathways marked out on the outside of the tower before we start building the tower. Because the tower I want is kind of a wonky kind of tower. So it's going to come this way a block and over a block for a number of layers. and then go back. You're still working a bit uphill now because you're changing jobs in a month or so. Well, hopefully your new job is going to be fantastic and things will settle down a little once you're in your new job for you. So 1, 2. So we want a gap of 2, so that is where we turn. Whoops. I want that to there, because that's what we did on the other side. Then we come down. One, 2, 3. Then we come down. Let's see how we did from there. So this one goes straight out to the outer one and then takes a curve, which means I need to mark in the positions on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Hey, Mr. Ben, how are you doing? It's good to see you. 5, 6, 7, and 9. Right, so we came down and we want this to match up with that. Okay. Do the same on this one. Then let's check where it bends again because I've forgotten. Because that's the way my brain works sometimes. So it goes out 4 and comes back 4 and then goes straight to the thing. Right, so we 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we come straight. So 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. Then we go straight and we should match up. One, 2, 3 in the middle. You're doing pretty good. You had a pretty good laugh about the achievement you just got. You did? That's awesome. You got a great achievement? Yeah, we do kind of tend to get achievements in weird and wonderful orders. That I have to admit on the server. Right, so in line with this, we go out 4. And then we're coming back 6. So 4 and 6. One, 2, 3, 4. 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then this just needs to follow the line but leave 2 blocks in between it. Yes, I'm leaving a lot of random blocks all over the place. Then you burrowed down into a lush cave and found a few diamonds but got scared and logged out. Creeper almost got you. Ouch. Creepers are mean. But hopefully you'll be okay when you log back in. Four. It should be too short of this. Means we need one more block. Oops, wrong. Yep, one more block, but just not that block. You're in a hidey hole. Yeah. Shoot. Apologies. Shoot the creeper's toesies. Apologies, I just needed to grab a drink. It's a very warm day here today. Right, so that gets us the paths. So these are going to be flower beds, and this is going to be the path going up to the entrance. Oh, that's a thought. So now let's get building on the tower. Now, right, so I'm just thinking how I want to do this. Like I said, I want to go over at an angle one. But I'm also thinking at a certain point of taking a diagonal across. Just a small one and then build it out. But I don't want to do that at the very bottom. I'm thinking of doing that a little bit. It's very hot warm there as well. You ready for autumn? Yeah. I don't do well in the heat. I just, yeah. I kind of melt. Right, so I want a 3-block gap for windows. 1, 2, 3. Then I want 2 blocks for the roof. That way it gives me plenty of space for decorating. What I need to do is start finishing off some of these towers and buildings so we can actually get to the decorating part as well. That way it's not decorating all at once. So what I'm thinking is maybe I do 2 straight up and then start the wonkiness and the corner cutting. If it doesn't look right, well, I can always change it. So only blocks after all. Oops, wrong place. So I now have a snow farm that actually puts snowballs into chests instead of the temp one that we kind of had that was going to be permanent, but it's now been moved. Also, I have to remember to take these bits down to the ground level because those sections need to be water. So we're going to have a tower with a little bit of a garden around it, but being surrounded by water, surrounded by grass. Or moss in this case. Did I build up high enough? Yeah, I left an extra block underneath, didn't I? That's fine. Whoops. Okay, so glass windows. And corner. Guess I wasn't holding shift very well. I had fun earlier this week dying in an ancient city. I think I mentioned it on stream last time. Oh, we got Naj. Naj is awesome. Say hi to Naj. You'll be back in just a few minutes. You've got to actually build something in the area. Okay, well, I will see you in a few minutes. Have fun building things. Law's awesome. Naj is awesome. Lots of people are awesome. Me, I'm just me. That's all I ever wanted to be. Just me. Because, yep, Law is fantastic, awesome, and all the good things. Right, so thinking of, like I said, of doing this 2 up and then start doing the wibble wobble. Kind of different buildings have slightly different shapes. Exactly. Nothing wrong with just being me. So this one should be 1. Oops, out of snow. They're not what I'm looking for. Let's go grab some snow. It's amazing how quickly you go through snow. Part 1, haven't I? Fortunately, it's easy to farm. Well, easy-ish. Right, I don't like how flat that is. Hmm. It's going to have to change. Okay. Guess. Oh dear. It's all good, Naj, all good. I'm going, I think, to take some of this middle layer out, just to give it a bit more depth. If I'm going to go 2 up here, we need a little bit of contrast. Oops. Just there. So, it's going to be easier to build it properly. I have to go rescue those blocks. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Like that. Now we can bring this across the top. Okay. So I need to remove these as well. Oh well, it'll give me more snow back. It means it'll go further. So it's all good. Hopefully Lo's having fun with his gas farm. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. Because he deserves all the fun. Oops, that's not where I want it. Join this one. I didn't exactly plan to end up underneath. Fun, that's a word, Lo. Good. If not, sometimes it's a case of having a challenge, because we know you like a challenge. You would get bored otherwise. Okay, so now we can bring this item across. And we can hide some lighting in there, possibly. Hang on. Didn't get rid of you, did I? Get rid of you. Okay, so that gives us layer 1. With the bottom of layer 2. So 1, 2, 3. This one, 1, 2, 3. I know I haven't put the up beams in yet, but we'll do that in a second. It always still seems a bit weird going invisible. 1, 2, 6. So 7 and 9. 6, 7 and 9. Bring that over. Is that right? 2, 3. Nope, I'm 1 too low. It needs to go up 4. The 4th one is a cross beam. No, Ali, I deny that. I am definitely not. Nothing wrong with being. Yep. This does not look like an early game build at all, though. It's definitely early game. Snow farm. Snow's not hard to come by. Concrete's really simple to come by. Water and sand and gravel. What's more early game than that? They're those blocks that you can get concrete on your first day kind of thing. And the same with it, as long as you can find some snow to get started with, you can with snow blocks too. So it's not too bad. But you can do early game with snow and concrete. We did our starter house over there. If you remember on the first stream, the one with the deep slate and the concrete. So it wasn't too bad. It's only a tiny little house, but it had the concrete converter in it, and instead I'm using snow because it's whiter than concrete, which is kind of weird to me. Don't ask me why it is whiter, but it is. Grab these blocks. And yes, Najee's also correct. This is Titancraft after all, Ali. You know what we like. It doesn't take long for some players to get to end game. I'm not saying all of us. It takes me a while. But there are some people who just get there really, really fast. 5, 6. We want this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. We want to go up 4, 3, 4. That should match on with that. Then we need the second one. Hello. Just, yes, Cable. We're all a bunch of crazies. I'm proud of it. What's not to be proud of? Because we're all crazy in a good way. And the community's awesome. So I will have this kind of crazy any day of the week. You're impish, are you? That's okay. 2, 3, 4. You're only half crazy, desk. Yep. As I'm concerned, we're all crazy in a good way. That's fine, Lo. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nah, you're not. It's amazing how your brain works. It truly is. How you came up with a guardian farm that you can turn off. Is amazing. It's still one of my favourite builds. Don't get me wrong, of your redstone builds. Sam and Sandra are out of this world, literally. But that you can come up with a guardian farm that you could shut off completely. Yeah. Right. So that gets us a second layer up, and now we need to start squiggling it out to one side. I just have to decide which side we're going to squiggle it out to. I think we're going to go in that direction. So we want to go one over and one back. One, two. So I'm only going to put the one layer in all the way around because I want to check on dealing with the corners. Hey, you're better at it than I am, Law. Face meeting wall? Yep. Kersplat. We all do a kersplat. Hi, Liara. It was, wasn't it, Liara? Mm-hmm. How are you doing, Cable, by the way? Hopefully you're doing good. No, no, no. This is wrong. You were doing things wrong. You got carried away and you didn't double check your blocks. Oops. Well, somebody has to occasionally. Just occasionally. Right, so we need some more blocks that I can pillar up with. Okay. Let's go see if I can actually find this scaffolding. Yeah, sometimes he does get a little bit too feisty and needs to be brought under control just a tiny bit. But how Cable's brain works with his builds, I still will never understand. I think I've got more than one brick chest. I'm going to have to sort that out at some point. Okay. Okay, so I've got more than one quartz chest too, so I'm going to have to sort that out. Well, there's 34 scaffolding. Kind of makes sense it's in this area because that's where the wood chests are. Gravel, that was sand. Redstone. Well, I've got some stuff that isn't redstone in the redstone box. Oh, we'll make do with the 34. Hey, Crafted. It's good to see you. Basically, you just try and make it as hard as possible on yourself. Well, you have to have a challenge. Right, so we can repair that. We can get rid of this. So we're probably going to... Because this should come out a block. So it can't squizzle to one side if I don't bring it over one. No more finding someone's tunnel for me, just smash. Because it's going over and out one. Which means this should turn here. And we need to turn one block short. And at least I can put layers on some of these if need be to spawn proof them. That's a good thing about snow is I can put layers down. Bad thing about snow is there's no stairs or slabs. Well, I guess there's slabs as long as I use enough layers. Right, so I want to start angling at a corner. As well. If I get rid of you, get rid of you, so I should be that. Do I want to do the set? Don't think I want to have it on all four corners. I think I may just want it on opposite corners and we'll see how it looks. If it looks okay, we'll go with it. If it doesn't, well, so be it. We can always change it back. Now the problem is if I do that, well, each time I do that, it's going to bring this corner straight up, isn't it? Okay, so maybe I bring it in an additional one. If I bring it in an additional one this side, I need to bring it in at least an additional one the other side. That way it's even on both sides. So let's get rid of you, and you. And potentially we can have a tiny little garden out here. Okay, so 1, 2, 6, 7, 9. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 5 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the middle. 6, 7, 9. 5 in the middle. 5. And we'll figure out those corners in a second. Or we'll, hopefully anyway. 6, 7, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the other side as well. Then we'll have a play with the corners and see what shape we can get. Oops, wrong one. Block I'm stood on. That should theoretically line up. Yep. Right, so So 3 for the window. 1, 2 for the ceiling. As I can drop down here. We'll just get a couple of layers done and then we'll start decorating the inside of the snow bit. Because it's not all going to stay hollow, obviously. Oops, you missed. Oh, cable with the power to smite would not... Could you just imagine the chaos? Especially if, with everybody flipping his flap doors. It's definitely a good plan that they didn't give you that one, Cable. Not to mention anybody else who flips the flap doors. That's what I was thinking. And Liara would be standing in the corner whistling a tune with her hands behind the back, pretending to be so innocent. With Lady KB and as well. You would never, Liara. Okay. Cookies are awesome though. What more can you say? Drop cookies. They are amazing. We all love the cookies. You prefer cupcakes? Cupcakes are awesome. It's been a long time since I've had a cupcake. Although I was tempted last weekend, first Saturday of the month, there is a craft market on in town. There's a cake stall. And I was really, really tempted. To be fair, flapdoors are kind of asking for it. They are. I can't deny it. Even, especially as I love using the flapdoors. I know I probably use way too many of them, but they're such a good shape. Being so thin, being able to add depth but not have to add a full block depth. Oh, bless. Right, so we got those ones. Now I brought this in, but I also brought that in. Should I have taken that out rather than in? Well, we will find out. I just want to do one more shape to see. Hang on. Which way out did we go? Got to get the right out. Thank you, Jackson, for the follow. It is very appreciated. Thank you very, very much. Right, so we came out this way, which means I need to start in that corner. Which means this needs to go over one here. Then we'll come back. Okay, so theoretically it would be there if I was leaving it just the one block, but we'll sort out moving it in a second. What I do like is the texture as well, is the texture on the trying to remember the name of the doors, the wood. It's a bluey green nether wood. Warped one, yeah. I think this corner I should have brought out a block rather than in a block. think it would probably have been better. So let's just straighten the corner up here for a second. Nah, ugh. I tell you what, it's gonna be asymmetrical, whatever they call it, the posh word for it. And if I can figure out how to do this corner afterwards, we'll figure out how to do this corner afterwards. It's a matter of getting the angle right. And it might be better for me to do that with the entire thing built on this corner before I play with it. Then I can figure out exactly where I want it to be. Because the one coming in is easy enough to figure out. Yeah, definitely warped wood. When I look at it, it kind of has a face on it. When you put two double doors together and you match them up just right, it looks like, I guess, for the want of a better phrase of explaining it, it kind of looks like Darth Vader. Right, so we did that, but I want to bring this in a bit further. So that brings it back one. You've got to stop making unnecessary amounts of nether tools. Yeah, I don't like making nether tools. For the simple reason I feel really bad when I break them. Whereas diamond picks, I don't mind. If I break a diamond tool, you can just get a replacement from a villager. So if I break them, so be it. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. The pink texture pack saves many tools from breaking. That's awesome. I don't have that. I probably should look at it, but into it. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 9, 5. Then we can just get the corner. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 5. I just want to get this second layer in, and then we'll go back down and start putting the other bits of it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. 1, 2, 3. Well, that makes 4, technically. Could have 1. I'm not sure whether to double these up. But I'll leave it as a single for the moment. Hang on, I've done it again, haven't I? 1, 2, 3. Yep, you did it again, Pendle. 3, 4. It's solid, but I want to change the inner bit there to glass. Whether you use glass panes or glass blocks, I'm not sure yet. But probably panes, because it'll give us an additional depth. And then if I don't like the way it's slanting in the end, I will just remove it and make it square. You've made no less than 40 of your picks netherite. That's a fair few, Law. But that's cool. They do last longer. You only have 2 diamond picks, 1 diamond shovel, and 1 netherite shovel. Well, I kind of may have a shulker full of shovels. And I did have a shulker full of picks, but I've lost a few picks. Because I have a whole bunch of shovels that don't have silk on them because of the snow farming. And you go through a lot of shovels. But they do have mending on them, so I can reuse them. Because I'm not AFK gathering the snow, just shoveling it while I'm about. You only have 3 toolboxes at the moment, Lo? Yep. I guess a few more need to be made at some point. The copper's doing okay by the look of it. It's aging well. What I do need to do is go check the furnace. I had something like 9 stacks of ore that I fortuned. Well, seeing as I need to go grab snow, we'll check the furnace at the same time. I'm not sure how much... Oh good, there's still lava going in. Let's block these up for a second. Whoops, wrong one. Put you in there for a second. That gives me a bunch more to put out so it can age. Snow. Eee. All I want to do is finish off this row. And we'll go down and start filling in some of these bits. So you can at least get a feel of what I'm hoping for. Like I say, I'm not sure if it'll work, but we'll give it a try. Though I want to take some of the snow blocks out in these corners. Right, so hence why I'm not sure about doubling it up. Because I want some panes or something here. I'll put those there. That gives me somewhere to place the panes against. See if we can do the same down here. Right. We'll see how the shape looks. Okay. Get rid of some of the dirt. I also got rid of the cruise ship. There's no concrete cruise ship underneath, so if anybody needs a couple of shulkers worth of red concrete, let me know. I think I may have 2 double chests of the stuff at least. Right. Oh, you can have the concrete for nothing, Silverado. I really don't need it. I was making a ton of it when I was going to make the Queen Mary cruise liner, but I'm not doing that. So we have that, that, that. Yeah, just those 3. That. Full of red concrete. If you want any of it, please just help yourself to it. Right, so I want some azalea leaves and I want some verdant. Then I want some cyan. I also want some grey. Except I have a snow farm, so I'm not too worried about snow. But if you want the red concrete, please, you'd be doing me a favour. You'd be freeing up some of the space in my storage. So what did I do with the scaffolding? Okay, maybe I used it all. Either that or I put it away and forgot about it. Not really. I've got there. Well, technically that's not. The whole building is supposed to be my storage building. But you know what my storage is like? It's chests. I don't do the automated storage thing. One of these days, maybe. I just can't be bothered to wait for things to go back in their locations. Or my portal is West 1232. It's a public trading hall. So if you see the tunnel for that, that's where I am. So yeah, if you want it, feel free to take it. Yeah, that's the thing. I try and remember where I put things, and it's just quicker for me anyway. Other people who find it completely different and they have their preference, and there is literally nothing wrong with that. My preference is I'll put it away, and eventually I'll remember what's in the chests. That's cool. How's the dig going there? I haven't been out there for a bit to help with the dig lately. I do need to do that. Hopefully I can make time this weekend. Hi Eliza, thank you for the creeper. You had me worried for a second. Did that pop up the video? Oh, that's awesome. I'm not sure if I caught the video for that creeper alert or not. But I messed with some settings last weekend and I only realised today I hadn't turned some stuff back on. Oh, good, thank you. I was just concerned. Right, so that's the first bit. I'm going to put that there for the minute. I didn't grab a bucket of water. Let's go grab a bucket of water. Yeah, they definitely work better for different people. Some manual, some automated. And no way is wrong. It's personal player choice. Right, so on this side, I don't want to do just the same, so I'm probably going to do 2 of these concrete. It's chuck everything in a junk box until the project's over. Yep, shulker monsters are a thing. Right. think I want grey here and grey there. Need to check what grey/black dye I have. Oh, I know I have a tiny little bit of grey. 27 blocks, that's not going to go very far. Yeah, all hopper, which is fine. Like I say, for me it's a case of, okay, I know deep slate that hasn't been fortuned. It's a case of, okay, I've got stone, cobble, bricks. Over here is my grass and my dirt. So eventually I'll remember where everything is. Right, so dyes. Have some ink. Have a little bit of white. That'll get me some grey. Like I say, there's nothing wrong with automated ones. I need some room, so let's put some snow away. Let's put dirt and grass away. Anything else? One of you can go away. There. Here we go. That gives us plenty. Yep, that's... Yeah, so Ro does manual most of the time. The ship off the edge of the mountain where the storage system is. That's cool. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been out there. I did mean, because I've had the last 2 weeks off work, I meant to spend some time out there, but time got away from me again. It's back to work on Monday. I heard a skeleton because I haven't lit up. But thank you for the bones. Okay. I know I've put concrete in there and I need to put a doorway in there too. But I will figure that out. Oh, that's cool, yeah. Redstone is... I find redstone challenging at the best of times. Hence all the help I needed trying to make a comparator clock for the snowman that we had in there originally. And I came across a tutorial for the moss farm that I built underneath there, and it has, I guess, an observer system that I'm using to send the snowballs up and into storage, which is working out really well. Yep, you have a tech for the redstone bits. Makes sense. I know Naj is good at redstone, although she'll probably deny it. I remember Naj's systems. I know she had the storage system the other season. Get you without drowning yourself. Like I say, this needs to have a staircase coming down to a path. So we want the grey on this side. You just tell Tech what you want and it magically appears. That's the perfect kind of redstone. Right, so we want the greys again. You're not a redstoner except, but I can understand that, Lo. You get more fun from creating your own contraptions, which I can fully appreciate and understand. So the times I've actually made redstone work by myself has been very satisfying. It's just a case of I am not very good at it. Hi, Mr. Doctor. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Right, so how are we doing with light levels here? So they're not too bad for the minute. See, I'm kind of tempted to put more of these lights behind this instead of just under it. But that would bring the wall in even further, which might be problematic. Right, so I need some glass for the windows. What would I like the colour of the glass to be? I don't want white because there's plenty of white in there. I could use pale grey. TNT. Or green. Possibly. We'll go grab some green dye and we'll give it a try because I have plenty of glass that I'm not short on. I think I have something like 5 or 6 shulkers full of the stuff. from unlocking a whole bunch of villagers for the trading hall. Ooh, ouch. Definitely a double ouch. And I missed a U out of that. I have to remember to put a cactus down here. Hang on. Where's the water gone? The water disappeared. Not sure where it went, but I must have done something with it. Because, yep, I've got green dye here. So it had to have been there at some point. Yeah, putting filter items in, definitely. So yeah, this thing, I like the way this pushes the items up the dropper and into the hoppers. It does the same with this moss farm. One side of it makes bone meal to feed, and the other side, half of it gives me the stuff I want. So it was cool. I can't remember whose tutorial it was though. But yeah. It's filling up with the stuff I want and bone meal in everything else I don't want. So I'm on a positive with bone meal rather than a negative. She's definitely good. I even lit up underwater. I wasn't sure if things would spawn down there. Did I bring glass? I think I brought glass over. But we all know what thought did. Yep, I thought wrong. Science yesterday showed that according to death message, an arrow cannot blow you up, but a snowball cannot. Oh, that's cool. It's amazing what death messages you can come up with, Law. Right, glasses over here. Hey, even if it wasn't what you were trying to discover, you discovered something. Not sure how green will do, but we'll give it a try. Okay. It's not a bad colour. Of course, you have to make sure whether or not snowballs would. Um, hang on, before I do that, I think I may have some grey. I'm not going to make grey if I've got grey. I don't want red and I don't want yellow. My problem with cyan glasses is it looks mucky. It's me 24 of those. Those. Gives me a couple of different options. So grey and light grey. Let's try these as well. Of course, you could, Mr. Ben, there is a public trading hall. I built one. Come to west -1232. There is a trading hall with emeralds there. The emeralds are free for everybody to use. Eliza and Egophus and a whole bunch of other people who are doing raid farms are providing the emeralds for the trading hall for everybody to use. Don't use your diamonds on that. Okay, there are, the library has every single librarian. Okay. There's also a hall for masons, a hall with farmers and clerics. The farmers you can get golden carrots from. And then there's one for toolsmiths and weaponsmiths, Fletcher, armourer, etc. We have a full setup there. For most of them, the vast majority of them, I tried to get around the 20 emerald mark. I couldn't always, but I did try. I want to try the dark grey as well. The shops are great, especially for people who, there's nothing wrong with people buying the enchants if that's what they want to do. This just gives people another option. Right, so let's use a dark grey here. And I wouldn't use dark grey on this side because of the grey. As the wool. I wonder if I do green here. and put one of the greys on the other side. Let's give that a try. Because my concern with the green is it may end up being a little bit too much in both windows. Whereas if it's just in the one window, it might just be enough of an accent. And we do, like you were thinking, we do have grey there. You were able to revive David Bowie after you accidentally unenchanted him. Oh, I'm glad you were able to revive him. No, this one is kind of figuring it out. I wanted a wibbly wobbly. So the way I'm looking at it is, if I bring it over and out one, and I like the cyan that we have. Cyan concrete is my favourite block in the game. West, that's correct, Mr. Ben. West -1, 2, 3, 2. I'm just not sure on colour palettes, etc. I'm pretty sure that some people have probably made wibbly wobbly buildings before. Though I do sometimes do a building in creative first. Like that tower over there that we did, this one here. This one, not quite so much, so it's kind of hit and miss. I just wanted to make sure I had flower beds, because it was a case of thinking about what I wanted prior to stream with the build too. Whether or not I can get it to work as I would like it to, especially with the diagonal corners, I'm not sure. So yeah, I think we're going to try this green on the sides with the grey concrete. It's just because of the darker tint in the green. And I want do I want the darker grey or the lighter grey? The light grey isn't too bad, but let's try the dark grey first. And while we were building it, it's a case of, okay, we want one block for the flooring, 3 blocks for windows, and then 2 blocks for the ceiling. It varies. It really does, Crazy Silverado. Sometimes it's a case of I'll get a basic idea of what I would like it to do. Doesn't always work out though. And other times it's a case of I really do need to use creative to figure out what I'm doing. I started using creative a lot more when I started streaming. For the simple reason, it means less time tearing things down. I think the green goes better on this side. It does match up with the azalea leaves, though I need to put something behind the azalea leaves, just so they're not quite so see-through. You built 2 towers and had to tear them down and rebuild them on stream. Yeah, that's the thing. It is definitely quicker and easier to modify things in creative. But sometimes I like to just throw ideas at things and see what turns out. Sometimes it turns out okay, sometimes it doesn't. Just going to get an angle so I can see. Oh, that was a big bee that flew past the window. Sorry. I'm not sure. I kind of like both of them. That looks a lot more tinted. But it's also a lot more expensive because I don't have much black. Whereas the lighter one I can get easier. After all, we get light grey from flowers. We just don't get dark grey from flowers. Pearl, Impulse and Hypno are playing Minecraft. That's awesome. Yep, because we are about to hit the 2-hour mark. Speaking of which. So thank you for that, Ek. So if you guys want to decide who you would like to. Fictional selling black, is he? That's awesome. So I can buy some black. Because like I say, the tinted it kind of looks good. And it does go well with the grey behind that we're using. So we have just hit the 2-hour mark. So, oh, and apologies, I missed some requests. So apologies for that. Okay, so let's see. Anybody got any favourites? Yeah, Hypno has the least, but he was also the one I raided last time. I raided Hypno on Monday. I tell you what, we'll send you. Yeah, Mr. Joker's playing Valheim though, so we'll send you Pearl's way today. Let's grab that because Pearl's playing Minecraft. /raid Pearlescent Moon. You guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves and have fun, okay? And thank you all for stopping by. It is always, as always, really, really appreciated. Bye, everyone.